But someone was taking their shirt off, and I can't wait to see a little bit more of that.
Oh, I don't know if I agree with that one. But what do you reckon as far as this matchup is concerned? Des definitely seemed to be leaning toward Bad News Eagles, but not by a massive margin. We're going to kick things off here on Anubis. It's game one of the grand final. Which way are you leaning, Mac?
Mate, I feel like this map in particular, it's going to be similar to what we saw the other day. Movistar might come out with a win. So BNE, I'm feeling it's a reverse sweep angle. We're going all the way to 3. And I can't wait to see what we get from the first round here on Anubis. Mopos looking to go straight up the guts real damn quick.
Yeah, certainly hoping we're going to get 3. Almost every game has gone to 3. Oregon, though, he can't deal with 3 as the Movistar riders drop off the bridge into his sightlines. One flat throw now with a bit of work to do just outside of dark. Fairly unorthodox position. But Movistar riders, they'll back away. And one flat throw walks into the trap.
Hanging around for just long enough to get the 2-man advantage. Now with the rotation back to A, it's open. BNE trying to call the audible, but Scenarii a little too far away, and now he might have just brought 2 guns to the right party, but he's dropped the ball. Dink on the second man.
I don't know if he's been invited to this party, Mac. Movistar riders, they look like they want to dislodge him, but still not really able to do too much about it. GXX and Scenarii trying to hold on for BNE right now. Damage has been done across the board. It might be in.
Hang on.
It's there for BNE.
And he is defusing. He wasn't just celebrating, but getting the crowd on your side nice and early is always going to help BNE with that CT pistol. And from what we've seen recently on Anubis, these CT rounds are few and far between.
Yeah,
so a solid start to the grand final for BNE.
Yeah, that has to be a round that really rattles Movistar riders because they set it up so perfectly. They got into the bomb site, 4-on-2 post plant. You don't expect to lose that one at all, but BNE, big clutch from GXX and from Scenarii. And look, that's not too surprising considering what we've been seeing from those two throughout this event so far. But for Movistar riders, definitely not the way they would have seen that round playing out. So they'll have to reset here. Did get the bomb plant down, so can invest. Only one member with any util really to speak to.
Just looking to lock onto the dark control here. One flat row. One flat roo. How do you say his name? I don't even know. But he's just dropping this molly at a nice moment. Mopos waiting to make this move, but smoke going to be invested at the minute mark. Ooh, creep in GXX. He's been sharp on the stick today. And he's got one in the second round.
Yeah, 5-on-4 to kick things off for BNE. Better start than what they had in the pistol, and they were able to convert from a rougher position than that. Doesn't look like they're suffering any real problems in this round. GXX already with the AWP in hand. And BNE a clean sweep in round 2.
Oh yeah, that's solid. For the economy, great for the confidence, and I'm sure they're just going to keep their heads on tight this time. Things got a little out of hand when they ran away with it early against Greyhounds earlier. Had to close it out in map 3 in a slobberfest.
A slobberfest,
A slobberfest, mate. It got a little messy on both sides.
Yeah, it did. Movistar riders, though, they're going to keep things clean in this round. Not really much of an investment. And GXX waiting patiently for anyone to peek middle. Does have a little bit of backup there as well with Synopsy hanging around. It's a decent setup for BNE. They won't be rewarded for it just yet. Double nade. Doesn't really do too much damage, all things considered.
And things just slowing down again. Blocking on the bridge. BNE happy with the setup that they've got. And Movistar probably just happy for the util to be used. Waste that cash. Ooh, peaky timing maybe for Mopos. We'll see what goes down. Synopsy even going to the secondary here.
He's been tapping away with that USP all round long.
Yeah.
Hasn't really been having too much success with it, but here's where things could start to get a little bit awkward. He's got the MP9 still in tow, and that's going to be the real problem for Movistar riders. But maybe I've spoken a bit too soon. Good shot from Mopos. Blocks apparently can still do damage, just not very much of it. One player down, not a big concern, and it's only the MP9 loss, Max. So BNE more than happy with the result of that round.
I can't hear you guys. A little louder, please.
Well, right back into the swing of things, and for Movistar, this will actually be their first real crack at the map. Gun round to come.
Yeah.
Martinez has got the AWP in hand, but he's chunked down to 50 HP right at the start of the round.
He was sharp the other day. Sharp earlier on as well. And looking like they are very warmed up, but haven't managed to crack a round on the board here on Anubis.
Not yet, but it is early days.
Yeah. Throwing a little bit of util towards A, see what they can find. They main set up there for BNE as well, though. Oh, nice molly over the top. And that might have just revealed Sceneri's location.
Yeah, certainly did. He had to drop himself a smoke down just to provide a little bit of space, but Movistar Riders are not interested in heading in that direction. They're more leaning towards B. The entries are being connected. Damage and Mopos one apiece, but Synopsis dropped the bomb! And then gone further forward and given up his life. It's still numbers advantage for Movistar Riders.
3v2. In a rough position here, but GXX, we've seen him create something out of nothing time after time today.
Yeah, that's a scary shot to miss, but he doesn't really get punished for it. No one accelerates off the back of it. And so he can relocate, set himself up in another position.
In the meanwhile, though, look at Alex just having a sniff towards the other side. BNE, they've had Sceneri rotate off a few times. Happy to give control at A, and with 20 seconds on the clock, with the bomb over towards water, there's plenty of time to make his way back.
Yeah, Sorsal will hang around at B just to try to cause a bit of a ruckus, but ultimately BNE, they have to deny this bomb plant. Sceneri can't do it, and so GXX, we've seen a couple of nasty clutches from him so far at ESL Challenger Melbourne. Not sure we're going to get one here. He seems like he wants to back away, but Sorsal will execute. And the first round on the board for Movistar Riders.
Bit of extra sauce on that one. 3-1. Early days in the ESL Challenger Melbourne Grand Final. Everyone enjoying themselves. Both sides, BNE, Movistars, ready. Both already playing a best of 3 today, so everyone in the vicinity should be warmed up.
Yeah, Movistar Riders got given a bit of time to, have some food prior to this grand final.
Yeah.
Get themselves resettled. And they knew from the start of the day that they would be playing against BNE. Might have even expected it coming into the match.
Oof. And there it is again. GXX, another opening kill. He's found a fair few today so far. But we can't count Movistar out, especially when you've got Martinez on that AWP as well.
Well, it is a double AWP for BNE, so not sure that they're going to be prepared for an AWP over toward B after already seeing GXX find that pick. He's rotated his way back over to A, so very mobile all over the map right now, BNE with those AWPs.
Just waiting out the mid-round. Plenty of util for Movistar Riders to execute on either side, wherever they choose. But BNE, the 2-1-2 split means there is that fast rotation for Synopsy. And it is just going to be the B split starting to come through. Molly's everywhere. Regon, missed opportunity, just waiting for these flashes to pop yet again. And it's all going to boil down to the timing. Push in from B main looks good. And BNE, a 3-man advantage, but Alex...
He's able to draw a couple back, but he still hasn't maintained control of that bomb site just yet. One flat throw will strike, and the trap is sprung. BNE now have a massive advantage in this round, and Martinez can't land any cheeky shots to give Movistar Riders anything. So BNE, they bounce back straight away.
A nice try from Movistar to make that round happen, but it just fell short when they needed to connect. Martinez, a little slow on the stick compared to what I remember him doing on Anubis on Friday afternoon. And BNE now, money looking okay. Probably not going to get a buy in the next. So a chance for a swing round, and that's exactly why Movistar have gone for the early buy. Regon poking his head in through water again. But it looks like Movistar interested in testing out A.
Yeah, first time they've had this much presence at boat this early in the round. lot of the time they've been looking toward mid, looking towards B, trying to poke around in dark. But this is a very one-track mind from Movistar Riders in this round.
Alex just sitting in the window, looking to cut off rotations if there's too much aggression, but he's dropped at the wrong moment. Rigon waiting with open arms, and Saneri close range. It could get chaotic here. Man can't see a thing, and he's ran out of bullets too.
Well, he's lucky he's got Synopsy to help him out there. Already the double from that bomb site, and it looks safe for BNE. Just Martinez left, and a Tech 9 is all he can play with. He can try to do some damage. Rigon, though, will shut it down. BNE are looking supreme on an Uber so far. 5 rounds on the CT side. You'll see a timeout come through from Movistar Riders.
What's that say? Something's aching. Not sure, you need a microscope to check those. By the way, back on topic. Quick tack pause coming through from Movistar. Of course, the execution looked all right. The fact that they didn't get that opening frag as well into Saneri was a bit chaotic, a little bit unlucky. Is that the first of the weekend?
No, there was one last night, 1 or 2. Things were getting pretty rowdy here in Margaret Court Arena yesterday night, and it seems like we followed suit today. 5 on the scoreline, though, for Bad News Eagles and Movistar Riders. They are really suffering the consequences of this map pick. BNE 5 on the CT side. That's looking really confident already.
Slowing things down. Looking like Movistar want to try their hand at mid with this setup. Sitting back, expecting BNE to get aggressive, but BNE happy to play long range. GXX as well. 6-1. Most things going his way. Molly's on both sides of mid, but a nicely timed incendiary as well. Going straight back to slow down the push. Ooh, re-aggression in through water now, and this could just be a nice answer to what Movistar are throwing.
Yeah, Synopsy hearing all of that. So BNE will be aware, roughly at least, of where Movistar Riders are, and GXX waiting, does get out alive as well, just quick enough to escape the clutches of Movistar Riders. You're just seeing players falling all over the place. There's just not even a contest in this round.
Yeah. BNE looking insane at the moment. Ecstatic, you could say. A completely different CT side to what we saw from them over in that best of 1 on Friday, when these two teams last went head-to-head in the upper bracket final of the groups. And I remember back then, we saw Devil Walk on the player cams just giving it to the team.
He's very vocal, isn't he?
Yelling at them in those tack pauses. But they haven't needed one yet. A much better start.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. BNE, very happy with how things are playing out so far. Synopsy goes down, but that is just an MP9. So BNE, if they're going to lose a gun, they're happy it's that one.
Counter-terrorists win.
What's the change-up going to be here for Movistar Riders, right? They've tried progressing through canals into dark. They've tried fighting for A.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen too much early toward B main. So maybe that's where they can start to explore, get the AWP in the hands of Martinez. See if he can poke over a smoke or peek his way into the bomb site somehow. Risky prospect, though, considering how solid GXX has been. And even, to be fair, Rigon taking that second AWP looked pretty good as well. I think the crowd has a suggestion as to what the next strategy should maybe be.
It is true. If he just turned it on. If he just turned it on.
Definitely would help.
That's what the people wanted. A little smooch in the microphone. But we're back. Monitors are on. PC's on too. Fist bumps all round. And a 5-round lead. BNE off to a stellar start on the counter-terrorist side.
Indeed.
Util for days. You can't say the same for Movistar, but they will be going for the half buy here for the most part. Sorsal, bit of a hero AK. And Regon as well, just jump peeking over the smoke, hoping he can see anything. He might have just seen some feet there. Looks like he's hunting, fishing through that smoke, but won't find anything.
Yeah, B&E once again have a fairly easy round ahead of them. Just the pistol investment from Movistar Riders this time around. Damage is being done in both directions. Mopos nearly goes down to the molly, but still lands the headshot onto Regon. It's 4-on-4, but not for too long. Movistar Riders somehow are putting this round together by the skin of their teeth. Now it's GXX who misses the second shot, but not the third. And B&E, well, they lose control of the B bomb site, leaving Sceneri solo to clutch.
But the two players remaining for Movistar are so low. Sceneri
Mopos has an AWP.
Set up for him. And I'm loving what Movistar are doing. They're just slowing it down, allowing every second to tick here and see what Sceneri does. And that's the info that they were looking for.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is now, but sooner or later, Mac, they're going to have to retrieve that bomb and try to plant it. Util going over the top. Sceneri goes down and Movistar Riders pick up a big round.
A much needed one. Trying to stop Bad News Eagles before the rounds keep on flowing in. I reckon we could make a rowing team out of them.
Maybe.
Send them to the Olympics. The E-Olympics? One or the other. Early Util going to be traded over towards the stairs. Alex cops the pointy end, but so Synopsy. And this change of pace in towards A might just work. Mopos still going to be smoked off here.
Well, he's trying to work that smoke, but hasn't seen too much. Not really much of an aggressive response from B&E so far on this CT side. I think we expect to see that maybe a little bit later on if it's not going too well. But it's been fairly standard so far, and that has been successful for B&E. So they don't need to do anything too silly. Now starting to get a bit antsy. And a little foot peeking through that smoke will be the end of one flat throw. Maybe it's starting to crumble for B&E now.
Still an achievable round for B&E. Let's see if it's bad news or good news for Movistar. Picking the weak site right now, just GXX here. And you say that. But the man is sharp as nails. Sorsal ready to find that flank at a perfect moment. And the save will be called. Movistar, great patience to hit A late. And now the 2v4. There's no shot that B&E go for this one, but surely some exits are in order.
You've got to give some credit to Movistar Riders here. They've been working hard on this map. They haven't really been rewarded for it, but now it starts to feel like the fruits of their labor are coming into effect. They win a couple of rounds. Money's starting to get low for B&E. So Movistar Riders can start to think about their campaign on the T side rather than just trying to restrict what B&E have been able to do so far.
Yeah. But keeping two alive here on Flatro with 3.4k in the bank. That means that there's potential for another full buy from B&E in the next. So just hedging their bets at the moment. And Movistar slowly creeping back here in the first half.
Slowly but surely. Job's not yet done, Mac, though. T-side of Anubis, you want to be getting a lot of rounds on the board.
Is the job ever done?
Haven't quite got it. The job's done when we hit 16.
True. And into round 10 we go. Bad News Eagles, a decent investment. We'll see what they can do with what they've managed to scrounge together. Scenario down to the Famis, but let's focus on the good things. GXX with that AWP in hand again. Means he's got a shooting shot. Over towards that B site.
Ooh. Synopsy to take first contact will fall. Once again, Movistar Riders have got themselves their way into the round.
Deep smoke over towards Palace. And it looks like it will be the attempt at the split in from a late push from Daffy G, but Saneri going to be holding at the stairs.
Yeah, nice double with the Famous. Not going to have that every day, but let's see how much more he can grab. Certainly under pressure. Push coming in from multiple directions. He's covered off nicely as Daffy G will go down, and so too will Martinez. It might be the ace. It's taken away ultimately, but 4 kills with the Famous on the site. You'll take that every day of the week.
Look at this again. Saneri turning that one around and turning around as well to find Daffy G from mid-site.
Yeah.
A solid hold, a heroic performance after Movistar got the entry. So the 4v5 brought right back, and that's a 7th for BNE. Now, into the 11th, let's see if things change up. Movistar again, interested about mid, BNE. Putting someone here this time, Synopsy. Playing aggressive towards the Archers. And happily just cycling through the util, answering what Movistar are sending.
Again, no early progression out from BNE. They're not really trying to overcommit to anything. Alex with the spam through the smoke will catch Synopsy. Movistar Riders once again will start with the player advantage.
The creep back towards the A site now. Saneri might have to back it up once more. Flash at mid. One Flatro is going to come and join Saneri, but he might be that second late, so it's all going to be down to him to hold.
Oh, once again, we turn to the same man, this time an M4 in hand. And it doesn't quite go to plan. 1 for 1 is not going to be enough to keep BNE in the bomb site. On Flatro, he'll hear that bomb plant going down, but can't do anything about it. Maybe he can find a fadeaway, but the flash is too good. Nice teamwork from Movistar Riders. And BNE don't really have too many options here, but to save. Fairly anticlimactic round in the end. Movistar Riders just putting the pieces of the puzzle together slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where unfortunately Saneri had to do more, but all on your own with 5 members running at you, that's a big ask. It's a big ask.
Yep.
He did it once, couldn't back it up, and that's okay. 7 on the CT side, we can't be too unhappy with that if you are a Bad News Eagles fan.
Oh, for sure. And to be honest, they've got good opportunities to get even more than that. They'll take 2 orbs through the next round.
Yeah.
Sure, they don't have much money behind that, but double orb, you can do a lot of damage with that, particularly early. This might be the round where we do actually get to see a bit of a change up from BNE.
Yeah.
First time where they're really going to have to go back down to an eco-ish buy. Do we see some aggression from those AWPers trying to get involved in the round early? Here's the attack timeout.
It feels like BNE, they haven't gone super aggressive on the CT side yet. They've had a look at mid once or twice, and then, 30 seconds in, they'll occasionally go through with a water push, which has worked some rounds, hasn't worked other rounds. But we're not seeing anything over towards B main. And that could be because Movistar are just playing so deep. They're playing between main and mid, just playing the corners, playing in safe angles, but not looking to give up any control.
This bumps out for the boys from Devil Walk. Let's see what BNE have been cooking up in the lab. It is a pistol armor buy behind the saved AWPs. They definitely do want to be contesting into this round, but I'm looking for something a little bit different here from the CT side.
Whoa, big dunk on a Martinez.
All right, well, that's a big dump as well. Onto one Flatro.
Synopsy, though, just with this dig to try and hold, has a molly, has a nade, and gets them out just in time to try and help himself, but he's not going to be able to connect on anything. And this site, it's slowly but surely ticking away. However, from the grave, he will find one on the Mopos.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really going to make much of a difference, I don't think, here for BNE. I mean, retaking with a double AWP setup doesn't really feel like a confidence play to me. If they were to be able to grab one before Movistar Riders was able to get into post plans, then there was a chance, I feel. But now, this was real tough for BNE. Still, they're hanging around.
They have this smoke as well to allow to deny some of these angles, allow the retake to start to come through. That last flash used, and Rigon not going to be able to do it. Sceneri able to trade with that 5-7.
Not
Picks
enough.
up the AWP, but he's not going to connect just yet, and that time is ticking away. However, connection onto Sourcel 2v2.
They got a defuse mag. Time is a ticking. Martinez hits one. Pistols out, and defuse not secured. So Movistar Riders will get another. BNE, they got close. That double dark setup, though, always so potent.
And it looks like BNE are just going to go for the full save. Maybe get some kind of util to make something happen on the pistols in this next round. But Movistar looking to keep the half as competitive as possible. Sourcel has a lot of members in front of him. We'll see how they play. It looks like it's just one banger Sourcel. That might be a rifle in the hands of BNE. It will be.
Not a bad shout. That's the first time we've seen any aggression from BNE on this CT side. And it has given them one weapon. But obviously with that, the information gathered, Movistar Riders very quick into the A bomb site, able to get the bomb plant down before too much of a ruckus is caused. One flat throw with the USP is being a bit of a pest, and Rigon has connected another with the Deagles, so starts to look a little doable for BNE until Mopaz strikes back. And at this point, BNE are happy to try to look for some of those exit frags. Damage being done. Does tempt them back into the bomb site, but straight away, trades across the board. 2v2, GXX down. And Sceneri, with the retrieved AK, is left alone without much of a chance. Doesn't have a defuse kit. Can't win the round anymore, but he can certainly inflict more damage.
Oh, wanted it. He tried to play the mind games, bait him out with the sound. But that AWP will survive for the moment. Martinez hanging on to that one. And it doesn't really matter. You're looking at how much money Movistar have here. They're good for this round. They're good for the next round. Martinez is the bank. And bad news, Eagles. They've got everything they need. Back into a buy round for them as well. I don't know how Toosby's has a voice left.
Because he comes with two voices.
That makes sense.
That's what the 2 in his name is for.
Oh, of course.
I think you guys might have turned up to the wrong game.
Are we barking again, are we? Love that.
The Movistar Riders have once again set themselves up with a default. Waiting to see if BNE are going to get aggressive, but won't happen this time. Only if BNE have got the pistols in hand.
Nade. Angle looked decent. Mopaz, he's just playing around all this utility so well to survive. The molly as well indicates to BNE that it's probably going to be this B hit, but it might all just be a ruse, Jordan. How many layers to this execute are there? That's the question.
Well, I can tell you BNE have completely run out of utility. So they have absolutely nothing to stop Movistar Riders from getting into the bomb site except their aim. And smokes are getting tossed across, one for heaven. Molly in as well from Movistar Riders, and that's bad news for BNE. Losing a member on the other side of the map, but still Sceneri. He's held strong from here before, and he won't quite do it again.
Almost.
Very nearly did. Has kept that door open for Synopsy, who's now going to go hunting for info. That's a quick info gathering play. Big news, but also
10 seconds to
big
plant.
damage.
They got to get here. Juan Flatro never bloody left, and it looks like it might just be the save. They're going to give it a crack through dark, but they've got 4 seconds to get to site. If the flood comes through, then there's a chance for it to stop, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, GXX is positioned to try to clutch this one up for BNE. Has spotted out Sourcel, his little elbow peeking around the pillar. But it won't matter, Sourcel's too sharp.
Yeah, Sourcel, the key player in that round for Movistar. Just making his way in through mid, nice and late. The flank into A, stopping Juan Flatro, who'd been there anchoring the whole round, was pushing, looking to stop that bomb from being planted. But the timings worked out so well for the Spaniards.
Yeah, very calm in that round on the T side. That's easily a round where you can just get a little bit confused, a little bit frantic, throw the round away. But
yeah,
Movistar Riders, they played that to perfection. Last round of the half. BNE don't have a lot of cash to play with here, so they've tossed in what they can. Saneri, he's going to try to miss something. And Davik from headshot is able to put an end to that pretty early on in the piece. It looks like Movistar Riders might be able to mount what has ended up being quite a solid comeback in this first half. Rigon not able to do much with the Deagle in the end, and so Movistar Riders 5-on-2 to finish off the half. Looking very good.
Yeah.
Momentum definitely flowing for them. GXX down as well. And that is it, 8-7. Who would have thought Movistar Riders would walk away from the first half with the advantage?
That same old feeling. Don't know what's right or wrong. Searching for meaning. I've been thinking about it way too long. So whatever you long for, don't give up along the way. Don't give up along the way, you know, and cherish the moment. Come on up and just let go. Come on up and just let go.
Lots of fun to be had down here in DreamHack Melbourne, but the most fun to be had, Mac, is in Margaret Court Arena watching the grand final between Movistar Riders and Bad News Eagles right now, as close as it could be in that first half. But it has to be said, Movistar Riders really coming back into the swing of things.
Yeah, Spagasol's rolling real low on those cases quickly. Hopefully his luck improves.
Skill issue, I think.
Skill issue, probably. Second pistol, BNE. Pretty solid pistol for them to kick off the series, but let's see if they can back it up.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's a good way to start the pistol from Alex. Nice headshot. Suffer a bit of HP loss for his trouble. Still keeps himself alive, so 5 on 4. Movistar Riders will be happy with the proceedings thus far.
There is an opportunity for BNE. There's holes at dark, there's holes on B. But Movistar falling back into a 3-2 split to try to lock down both sites. Deep approach from Martinez and Alex as well, just looking to get that info, set up for a retake of B. And the bomb's hanging around here as the push starts to come in through mid, but DavVG, he's found more than love.
Yeah, that's a big duel to win. Bomb is really showing that tendency toward the B bomb site, but Movistar Riders have got a strong defense here. Nice little crossfire. Little hole maybe with Alex being only on 4 HP. Could give BNE an easy opener, but you are seeing that rotation come across from Movistar Riders, and Smokes keeping BNE at bay for now.
What?
GXX goes straight on through. Don't even worry about it. USP in hand, but bomb plant denied. And now GXX will have to do it alone with only 11 HP. He's taken down from behind.
Yeah.
Movistar Riders will get themselves another.
I love the call there from Movistar to flood through, make sure that that bomb was not planted. That means that there's no extra cash for the second round, no Galils for BNE, unless they want to get a little bit risky with it, and I believe they have. Okay. Just shaking it up anyway, even without the plant. Half armor on a couple of the members. We'll see what they do with this concoction, though. A couple of flashes remaining. Mid control seems to be what they're after.
So they might be able to get it as well. Movistar Riders have largely left mid untouched. Alex watching into canals, hasn't seen much at all, and BNE moving pretty quickly through the map right now. But that is going to start to draw the attention of Movistar Riders. You've now got DavVG starting to swing in with the MP9.
And it looks like Movistar is an answer to losing mid control. They've just flashed Alex towards B main. That's a whole world of information and allows this cheat from Mopos back towards mid. But he's made that sound and decides to stay with the 2-1-2 split instead.
Ooh. There he's making a lot of noise here, so Sorsal, yep, swings on the timing, easy as you like with that Famas. Here's the push, though, out from B that Alex is unable to win the duel with. So now Mopos is under a bit of pressure. Deck 9 is doing some real damage here. Okay, BNE. They've woken up in the second half.
Not a bad round so far. And it looks like that might be the whole round. Martinez putting high value on the M4, looking to carry this across to the next, and Sorsal as well. Happy to hold onto the Famas. BNE, you got Rigon and Synopsy, who are probably going to go for a hunt here, try to find a few more guns. Might just boil down to the timing. Sorsal wins that one.
Yeah, BNE pretty far away now, so chances of losing guns pretty slim. BNE will be happy, though, with the round. They take the win. Ooh, that deagle shot doesn't quite connect. But look, Galil, M4 through. BNE pick up a round win where they didn't really have to invest too much. Yeah. Overall, you consider that a massive win. And Movistar Riders, their job just gets much more difficult in the second half. One thing I will say about BNE, and from watching them in those games against Greyhound and those games against Rare Atom, they definitely know how to use the substandard weaponry. They've won a lot of rounds with half buys, force buys, those kind of environments.
And it's what they're going to have to do as well. Most of the members down below 2K, around 1,400, so that's double eco territory anyway. And I'd say with the tactical, they're cooking up a plan. What are they going to do with these two weapons? Having a look at those cracking entries with the pistols. GXX overperforming. But Movistar still managing to maintain the lead. It's Deagles, it's Util to complement the two rifles saved across.
On Flash,
faster approach.
He's not messing around, is he? He's just charging his way up mid. Having a look through double doors. And he's cleared out mid as well with a minute and a half left on the clock. This is a spicy start to the round for Bad News Eagles. Looks like they're ready to go into the A bomb site as well. Here's the contest from Movistar Riders, 1 for 1. The smoke does go down, which will keep Synopsy at bay for the moment, but he has to be worried about long. And that charge is coming in from BNE. Thick and fast, Davi G. Unable to do too much.
Nice open plant as well for BNE to play around. Re-smoke on camera. We'll see how they play this one. Galil retrieve. That one's been left in the chaos at mid, and it might just be the save again.
Yeah, not sure they want to be going for this one. Still early days in the half. Got to keep the economy as healthy as possible.
You can see that Martinez, he's got that Tech 9 in the back pocket. Alex as well with a Deagle.
Yep.
So you've got something to work with in the next, but this is going to be BNE securing a ninth, securing the tie.
Yeah, 2 pretty decisive rounds from BNE in a row. We'll leave Movistar Riders feeling a little awkward about how this half has progressed. They had a nice pistol, but beyond that, really all been the way of Bad News Eagles.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, this is also Movistar Riders' pick. So you spoke about it. Deagle, Tech 9, tossed over to Sorsal and Mopaz, respectively. Davi G, not really much of an upgrade for him. There's not a great buy getting put together here by Movistar Riders, but it is something. They've just got to find a way to deal with this faster play from Bad News Eagles. It's caught them off guard a couple of times.
Yeah. Aggression is what we heard Bad News Eagles
There it is again.
were famous for, and they're trying to make it happen here. It's definitely disrupting what Movistar are bringing into each of these rounds, and they've forced the CTs to change the setup, going deeper on the A site, maybe even putting all that priority over towards mid. Trying to make a read, but it could be wrong.
Yeah, could be indeed. Could be very wrong. Just Mopaz at B with the Deagle. Does need a bit of help. He's got Davi G there too. And maybe that Deagle's going to be good enough for a little more. The swing was in, but didn't connect.
He was feeling himself.
Yeah, this is looking pretty solid for BNE. They're just working their way through these rounds without too much of a response from Movistar Riders. Some damage now being done. But by and large, these rounds have looked really comfortable for BNE, even if they've lost a couple of members on the way.
AK retrieved in the hands of Sorsal as well. So Movistar doing an okay job at managing that economy, keeping 2 alive as often as they can. But BNE are going to be extremely happy to keep on taking these T-sided rounds. Finding the lead now.
It's felt like a long time coming. Movistar Riders had such a great comeback in that first half. BNE might not have been too pleased with themselves there. But they're right back into the swing of things now that they're on the T side.
A clean round, all things considered. Economy still teetering on the edge for BNE. 1 or 2 bad rounds here or there, and Movistar could definitely bring it back in their favor. But for now, it is another gun round and another faster approach at mid. Great timing on the flash, and Synopsy. He's looking to make his way through dark. In the meanwhile, Juan Flatro goes down at mid.
Yeah, BNE, they've been backing themselves in a lot of these fights. Mopaz is lucky to get away from that incendiary. And now Movistar Riders have got a couple of members on the site. Doesn't really seem to matter at the moment. BNE charging forward. They have not spotted Davi G though, and Synopsy, well, he's a dead man walking. Still the bomb plan's going to go down, and Davi G can't double down. Not that it's entirely necessary at this point. GXX is going to have to do just that, but he's shot in the back. And Movistar Riders get themselves another round to equalize.
Just barely missed bagging that one. He saw a world where it was working, but Daffy G doing his job perfectly. Just jumping, peeking, finding all the information for the retake to come through quickly. And that's a tied game, 10 apiece. All we've had at ESL Challenger Melbourne is close games, except for this morning.
Except for that last game.
Except for this morning.
Well, this morning there was a close game, but we don't talk about that game.
It was close at the end. Middle game, I guess, it was close on the maps, more so. But the first 2-0 that's finally come through. And B&E, this is where you can see that financial struggle start to tickle.
A little bit, but they've still managed to scrounge together a pretty decent buy.
Yeah.
And with the way that they've been playing so aggressive, so fast, maybe this lack of utility not such a big factor anyway. Martinez, though, has really stepped up in the last couple of rounds. That AWP is having its impact on the other side of the field, too. Double AWP from Movistar Riders is pegging away at a couple of the B&E members.
Maybe some miscommunication there. You could see the flash was being lined up. But Sorsal got a bit big for his boots. Ooh, aggression from Mopos. That's a lot of main control. B&E going to take a different approach in through dark instead, and it's all down to the timing. I wonder if they've seen his leg there. They know that he's hiding and the trade's good, but a 1v3 now, 4-1 flat row.
Yeah, well, you might as well call it a 1v4 at that point because GXX went down. And on flat row. Doesn't really even get the opportunity to start rolling into that round. Movistar Riders once again will take the lead. We've got a bit of a back and forth between the Movistar fans and the B&E fans.
Into the 22nd. Here it is, Benny, down to the Glocks.
Yeah, we were talking about that last round. It's really going to rear its ugly head this time. They've got one flash. Flash of the gods, maybe, is what it's going to have to be. Alex does cop it. Mopos not able to land any shots just yet, and B&E, they're scaling their way into the bomb site, but not finding the kills they need just yet. Only one, Davy Alex. Double down with the USP. Make it look easy in the end for Movistar Riders.
And back to the 12-10 scoreline. Movistar starting to feel themselves as B&E go into yet another tactical. We've got some call and response happening in the crowd.
Yeah. There's very much two distinct camps in the crowd. But that's good. We like that back and forth. Fans of both teams. Here we go. Attack time out there from B&E. Oftentimes they like to change their pace up after attack timeout. We saw that in those games against Greyhound. And even against Rare Adam.
Yeah.
So what does Movistar Riders expect after the attack timeout from Bad News Eagles? Are they going to be ready for a faster play? Is that what B&E are even going to opt for?
Ooh, Mopos playing in this close position again. Canary dropping some AU tilt to try and draw attention. You can see Davy G's actually tanked that molly. But going forward, it's allowed him to get so much information here. We might see a rotation from these CTs in just a moment.
There's some precise lineups being set up here for B&E over toward the B bomb site, though. So this might be the first time we really see a full execute as their main strategy.
And they're running into a trap. Timing on the smoke couldn't be better. And B&E maybe having second thoughts rather, about going into B.
I don't know about that one, Mac. Unless this is going to be a double pump or a fake. Oh, Rigon!
Hello.
With the run boost, he has not spotted Mopos, though, and that's double down. Again, a double kill for Mopos. Davy G in his favorite position on the site catches another. So B&E, it looked fancy, but they haven't landed the shots they've needed to get into this bomb site.
And again, just drawing so much attention. Molly and Nate combo, man's gone.
1 out of 4 down. Still 3 to find. B&E won't be able to plant the bomb with Sorsal behind them. Big lurk, big flank. And it's paid off in a big way as well. Saneri is running out of time and running out of options as well. He'll push his way forward, but steps right into a crossfire. If he does, shots miss.
Oh, chance.
He doesn't have the bomb, though. He does, though.
Doesn't need it, Jordan.
Never mind, Mac. Massive shot with the AWP, and he's on his way to A. Bomb in tow. He's got time to plant. The only question will be, will Alex get there to deny it? He sits the plant. Peek is through. And now we're into the one-on-one. Missed the first shot and the second. You can't afford that. It was nearly brilliance. Nearly. But not quite. And Movistar Riders have 13.
The clutch denial. It was Movistar's round to lose. After that information gained in the early round, the stack was there. Mopos did his job. 2 from the short side, of sight. And Saneri almost with a magical clutch. 2 opportunities, both missed here. And it's the USP to close. Alex leading by example. And 3 more is all that's needed to take us into map 2, Ancient.
Oh, okay.
He's not allowed to play this round.
Yeah, Movistar Riders, you can sense a shift in momentum now going their way. 13-10, they're feeling it, they're ready. They want map 2. Oh, Martinez opting not to fire. He's gotten a bit lost in that flash, but hasn't been punished. The Molotov is keeping B&E at bay. He's waiting. He's waiting for his moment to strike, and I think he's going to get it, but the shot misses. And so he'll have to back off. But still, B&E have to fight hard to get into mid and opt to go in a different direction. Path of least resistance, perhaps, through the smoke. I'm not sure it's going to go so well for them.
Oh, Alex.
Sprays them all down. And so it leaves Saneri, who wants to have his own crack now.
Again? No.
A 1v5 is what he's tasked with. He's been sharp so far, but he's going to need to be extra sharp to get through this. And 14 secured. This bumps all around for Movistar Riders. Getting quite close now to finishing map 1 off in their favor. Another tack timeout coming through for B&E.
That is all right. That is all right. Well, a quick chat. Time's running out for Bad News Eagles. On map 1, of course, there's a lot of Counter-Strike still to be played. At least 1 map, maybe 2. And this one's not even done yet. Loving the turnout from the crowd here down in Margaret Court Arena, though. We're filled to the top of the bloody arena today.
One thing I will say, Mac, is that 3 times so far in this event, I've thought Bad News Eagles were down and I thought they were out, and every single time they've come back from it. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. 14 is not 16 yet for Movistar Riders, and B&E have been a tenacious team, if nothing else.
And what a round to do it with pistols.
They've done it before. They've done it with weak buys. They seem like almost force buy specialists at this point.
Alex taking a big risk there, but gets some form of information. And Movistar staying with the aggressive approach on A. Oh, Sorsel. He's either going to have a big one or it'll catastrophically swing back to Bad News Eagles.
It'll be a tough nut to crack. Martinez, he's aware there's players just around the corner. Shot connects nicely through the wall. Headshot as well to boot, but there's one back in the other direction. Still, Martinez is locking it down and lines up for the 3rd shot as well. Doesn't quite land it, but B&E, they're struggling to get into this bomb site, and Martinez is having a field day. 3 in the round already. Maybe on for the ace, not quite. It's stolen away from Davy G, but either way, 15 is on the board now. And can B&E do it again? Can they do what they did to Greyhound earlier today? They needed 6 in a row on Ancient. They got it. They won that map. Now they need 5 in a row here on Anubis to take it to OT against Movistar Riders.
And this is a similar scoreline to what we saw in the best of 1 played between these 2 teams in groups. 16-10, I believe, was the scoreline. And Martinez, a slow start in this series, but boy, on the CT side, he has been performing.
Yeah, Movistar
more
Riders.
than enough.
They've really ramped their way up into this game. Alex as well has been absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
Martinez later on in the half, definitely. But Alex throughout the entirety. And this time it's Sorsel who wants to have the impact. A crushing blow to BNE and their hopes in this round.
Movistar's conversion rate after getting the opening pick on the CT side has been pretty flawless. One or two shaky rounds, but
There's a creep into B.
we'll see what BNE choose to do to make it happen. Davy G's got a hold here.
He's been solid from this position all day long. And once again, good for another. One flat throw and GXX. Thinking about map 2 at this point. But they've got to try to keep it alive for BNE. This is an interesting wrap. One flat throw has gotten into CT spawn. Maybe this can be the difference maker. Sorsel has been spotted, but he wants more. Turns around. Takes it a little bit, but still good for 2. Has that opened the door for GXX? 1 on 3. Orp in hand. Connects the first, but no more. Martinez will silence Bad News Eagles. And map 1 goes the way of the Spaniards.
Great to see them at least getting their map pick in their bag. And they weren't even supposed to be at the tournament, but they're yet to lose a map as far as I'm aware. These guys just continue to do it.